And we're live. Yes, we are.
Yes.
Awesome.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to a very special Valentine's Day edition of Cast Strength After Dark. Yes, we are. We've got Vito over there, looking very sexy in his heart t-shirt.
Hello, hello.
And we have Brad and a very special guest over there, Graham.
Howdy.
I pretended to put on a tie for this.
It's very formal.
Only the finest be here in the presence of these awesome professionals.
Oh yeah.
Yes, professionals. He got here and I'm just like under my desk playing with audio cables. Totally professional.
Yeah, as evidenced by our complete lack of chronic technical issues.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that makes me feel like it's kind of time for some whiskey, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little thirsty after all that tech nonsense.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. What's in everyone's glass?
Nothing.
Nothing yet. What do you say we start with this?
Do you want to start with something like basic?
Sure.
Okay.
We're going to start with some Glenfiddich 12.
You got to ease into it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we're doing chocolate pairings, because Valentine's Day.
And such.
Oh, do we not want to do the pairing right now?
I think we can.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go ahead with actually have a non-whiskey.
Here you go.
At first, I know.
How dare you?
I know.
This is a whiskey channel, Josh. How dare you attempt to branch out?
In my defense, it is a Balcones product.
Okay.
Balcones Rumble. So this is Gretchen's favorite Balcones. So I thought for Valentine's Day I'd start with one of her favorites. It's kind of a rum-like spirit that's made with figs, sugar, and honey. So it's not quite exactly rum, but kind of in that ballpark. Rum-esque, and with my very fancy new glass, the Balcones Copita.
So you want to tell us where you got that glass? Because I'm extremely jealous of it.
Yeah, Saturday they had their first of 4 master classes of the year. So this one was on whiskey tasting and whiskey appreciation, and that's where I picked this guy up. Surprised I hadn't bought one. They've been offering them for a while, but I've got so many of their Glencairn branded glasses but I really like these. It's got a nice little stem on it. It's kind of comfortable to hold. Looks very fancy. I thought, a sultry glass is appropriate for Valentine's Day.
Oh, are we doing sultry glasses then?
Oh, you have an even more sultry glass.
Look at the beautiful good shape on this glass right here.
So fancy.
Yeah.
And with the pinky up too. When you're dealing with professional sultry glass such as this, pinky up always.
Definitely.
Just don't hit yourself in the face with it.
Yeah, I feel like
do make sure it's on camera.
Yeah.
I feel like mine's a little more sort of elegant sultry, and yours is a little more kinky sultry.
I'm down for it. It's Valentine's Day, right?
That's right.
It's true.
So I guess what should I pour? Actually, you know
what? We're just a basic Glenfiddich here, but pairing it with a fruit and nut chocolate bar. It's actually pretty darn nice.
It is.
I'm gonna pour myself.
It makes it a little bit less basic of a whiskey.
Oh.
I'm gonna pour myself some Flaming Heart, and also let everyone watching know, if they haven't been paying attention, that there's a link in the description of the video to go and cast your vote for our merch. We're going to be closing the voting in 20 to 30 minutes. So if you haven't already done so, to vote, essentially it's to vote to decide our first piece of merch that we work on. And if you go and vote, your name gets entered into a draw for a free piece of it.
Yeah, we were going to do a little giveaway with whatever the winner is, right? So that should be fun.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't, go, the link's in the description, click it, go vote, and then come right back. And and then we'll wait a little bit before we get really, really started. But I just want to point out Mike Lissack said that this is the Jessica Rabbit of glasses.
It really is.
That's a perfect description.
That is perfect. So, in the theme of Valentine's Day, I was wondering, you guys, is there one whiskey that you love above any other? Like, if you just, what's your favorite whiskey that you love? What would that be?
Depends on the night.
Ah, so you're a whiskey polygamist like myself.
Yes, absolutely.
Listen, whiskey, commune gatherer. Like,
it's all love, baby. It's all
a bit of a loaded word.
Yeah. We got some answers in the chat. Mark likes Kilholman. John V likes Springbank. We know this. That's Booker's. Yeah, great answer.
Yeah, many nights these days it's Tomatin for me. Tomatin.
Oh, nice.
Tomato. Tomatin.
Like maybe an Ardbeg Ugadal if I had to pick just one. Or the Oscar 57 North. I constantly go back to that.
Yeah,
sure. Vito, did you answer?
No.
Trying to choose.
I guess right now the one that the one I'm most in love with right now is that Lagavulin 12 from 2017.
Love, nice.
That's
really good too.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, seen Robert Licorice made it in the chat again. Great
Robert.
to see you. If y'all, I think most people were checking out the Iron Root videos when we did the premiere on those, but Robert and his brother Jonathan were so kind as to come and answer questions and such in the chat, which I thought made it really kind of cool and special for folks that came to check it out. So yeah, wearing their jacket this evening, represent.
And drinking Balcones.
I am drinking Balcones. But I think Robert would be okay with that.
Come on, man.
We're all friends down here.
I suppose the gingers down in Texas have to stick together. There's only like 5 or 6 of you, right?
Yeah, those videos, that was easily 63% of the ginger population of Texas, I think.
I bet.
You guys are going extinct down there with the heat and the sun.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. We got to look out for each other.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I'm not too sure if everyone is wondering why my head's down, but
I try not to ask questions that I don't know the answer to.
Yeah.
It's it's blinding.
Oh my God! Come on now, it's not that shiny. my poor bald head. I'm writing down all the names of everyone that voted because I'm professional and I waited till the last minute to start this.
Nice.
We should have done what Roy did and make a spreadsheet and then have Siri choose a random number.
You know that's what I'm doing, right?
Oh, you are gonna do the random.
I'm gonna try and get it all done by the time we need to vote. So.
So you're copying Roy, is what you're saying?
Absolutely. Flattery, imitation is the highest form of flattery, after all.
Exactly. There are worse things to copy than Roy. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
That is very true.
So what's one thing I've been thinking about recently? I was wondering. I haven't really talked to you guys about it yet. Was and it kind of falls in line, I guess, with the sort of Valentine's Day theme. Is they have this new Angel's Envy coming out, right? The Angel's Envy sherry finish.
Oh yeah.
When you have to, it's distillery only, and you have to go there to pick it up, I guess. And it's 100 proof, but $200.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
it's a hard no.
Rough sell.
Yeah, it's really good, but dang.
$200 fake dollars for everyone here except for Josh.
But
yeah, it's like $240.
Jeez,
in real money.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like Angels Envy that much and you have $200 that you're okay spending that amount on, then go for it. But yeah, definitely not for me.
Yeah, it seems like a bit much.
Yeah.
I did do one other whiskey related event in the last few days. So I did the Balcones masterclass, which is amazing, and had a great time there. But then on Monday night, I went out to 7 Grand in downtown Austin, which which is a amazing whiskey bar downtown there. And they did an event of a Glenmorangie tasting with Dr. Bill Lumsden, which of course is the master distiller blender for Glenmorangie and Ardbeg.
Right.
Nice.
So jealous.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. He gave an amazing talk where like he had this amazing ability to shift between nerding out about wood types and barrels and distillation and yeast strains and all of these things, right? And then he would just shift seamlessly to like a dirty old man joke, and then just right back into all the science and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. So we got to try, the Glenmorangie original, the Astar, Spios. Spios is kind of the only weird one for me. Have you guys had that one? That's the rye cask finish.
No.
It's definitely a little unusual, but the new one, the Alta, if you can find it, I'd highly recommend it. That was definitely one of the standouts. And then they finished off with a pour of the Signet.
The Signet is good. I have tried that.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. I was impressed. It makes me want to go out and pick up a bottle for sure. Yeah.
That's not cheap either, but it is.
I see my friend Ryan, Whiskey and Barbecue, which if you guys haven't seen his channel yet, go check it out. He by chance, him and Evan from Whiskey and Barbecue happened to show up at the Glenmorangie. Well, they weren't going to the Glenmorangie event. They were at 7 Grand for an entirely different reason, and just happened to show up. And I get a text message on my phone that's a picture of myself from Ryan. I'm like, where are you at?
Creeping.
Yeah.
You've already got stalkers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
And that's how you know you've made it. Yeah,
it's true. That's fair enough.
Speaking of channels, I saw Ed from the Rocket Review in there, and I saw he posted a video of him today in a vodka aisle.
Oh,
jeez. Come on, Ed.
I mean, they did a rum
today. To watch out for
first rum watch.
Yeah.
He said to watch out for something tomorrow on the channel, so I'm gonna be, definitely gonna be looking out for that one from the Rocket Review tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, they have.
Is it time for him to hand in his whiskey tribe card?
It's a vodka tribe. I see we got somebody in the chat that's got a really awesome grilling and barbecue channel, T-Roy Cooks, who I found out through Ryan lives not too far away from me, and we're planning here in a few weeks to go and hang out with him and drink some whiskey, probably grill some steaks and go and hang out with him. So yeah, good to see you, T-Roy.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Looking forward to teaching Josh how to do a brisket.
I do need help. I do need help on my brisket, that's for sure. I feel like I'm not fully Texan if I can't properly make a brisket, right?
That's true.
No, this is true. Yeah.
Well, you have lots of time to practice before we get out there again. So
right, exactly. There was a few other channels that have kind of come up recently. We mentioned, as we're giving people shout outs here, there was this new one that appeared out of nowhere. This dude out of New Zealand, all y'all check that out, right? The First Fill whiskey.
Yeah, I saw the channel, the video that you shared with us. It was really cool.
Yeah. He put out his first video, and it's like just this amazing, cool production quality, and I'm really impressed. I think he's going to do some cool stuff. So, like I said, dude out of New Zealand, First Fill PHIL whiskey, which is a super clever name too. I mean, not as clever as Cast Strength, but
no one's on our level.
Exactly. Also, there's a new channel just came out from some folks that I know up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Matt Zetrick, who I believe you guys have met.
Yes.
And, yeah, Matt Zetrick, and then Sarah and William Poppy are got together with him, and they have a channel out now called Whiskey Crusaders.
Okay, cool.
They just came out with their first video doing, what was it, Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace. So go check them out. And then also in the chat right now, we got Patrick Bologna has a new channel just today, put out his first video called My Whiskey Den.
I think it's going to be a really cool series.
That was coming out, so unfortunately I missed
probably
that,
on the bus,
but I'll catch it later.
Yep. So
I kind of hope that he turns the Whiskey Den into like a MTV Cribs sort of series. That's the first thing that popped into my head. I was like, oh my God, visit all the whiskey dens in America and drink them all dry.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping with the theme, I was wondering, any whiskeys that you guys have completely divorced yourselves from out of heartbreak and disappointment?
That is an excellent.
That's a good one.
That's a good question. So like, let's break that down. What does that mean? Not only did you not care for it, but you disliked it so much that you were heartbroken and you just want nothing to do with it ever again.
Right.
That means
that's pretty strong.
Expectations were high.
That is very strong.
Right.
It doesn't have comedic value like Canadian Mist.
No.
Yeah. Canadian Mist is off the table.
Right. Yeah. Expectations had to be high, and then you were just so let down.
I'll start right away. I already know.
Okay.
Lefroy Glore.
Okay.
Broke my heart. Broke my heart. The first time. Okay, so I had it. My first whiskey, real whiskey, was Lefroy Corticast that I tried and I was like in love with.
Mm-hmm.
So then, a couple of months in, drinking, and then finally the guys at the Whiskey Vault put out the Lefroy Glore review, and
right.
Daniel
was a big fan.
Just like hyped it up, and I was so excited because I was like, "There's a whiskey bar in Toronto that has it. I'm gonna go and drink it, and it's gonna like just make my entire dreams come true." And it was not a cheap pour. I think it's something around like $25 a pour.
Yeah, what does it run a bottle up there for you? It's about 99, 110.
No, it's in American, 150.
Yeah. Okay.
It's $200 Canadian, so I think that's a 150. Yeah.
Way pricier than it should be, in my opinion.
No question.
So yeah, I had it, and I was so let down. Like and like, not that it didn't have anything redeeming about it. It broke my heart because it was like an expensive pour, an expensive bottle. It was hyped up by guys that I take their opinions very seriously, and I've usually have a fair amount of similarity with their tastes and whatnot.
Sure.
And I had it, and it was just like, wow, this is so not worth anything that I would have rather have had a quarter cask.
Yeah, quarter cask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's mine.
What was the Penderyn?
Oh yeah, that was miserable.
The Myth, I think.
Yeah,
the one that I had.
Oh, really? Is it?
Yeah. It was like dirty gym socks.
That's the Welsh one, right?
It was a massive disappointment.
Right. Oh wow! I'm glad you say. I that's caught my eye in the store before, and
don't do it.
unless Brad got a bottle that's bad.
It could. I mean, yeah, it could be like just a horrible bottle for whatever. I mean, the cork is fine. Like, it doesn't have any signs that I would expect it to be off. But
Sure.
I don't know. It was not good. Not good at all.
No, it was. Ugh.
Surprisingly unpleasant.
Yeah.
I had one in my mind, but I just saw Jason Unsworth in the chat mention Jameson Caskmates. That was one I had definitely had high expectations for, and it just. I know a lot of people like it, and I get that, but it's not my thing.
Which one?
The Jameson Caskmates stout.
IPA or
the stout?
The stout.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah, I guess I didn't hate it. It's just I had really high expectations because it's so popular. And,
the Bose is pretty tasty too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Bose Caskmates, which is
that's the new one. Yeah. I'd say really though, probably my heartbreak choice. I had really high expectations for Corsair Triple Smoke.
I remember you telling us about that.
Yeah, and that kind of seemed like it was going to be up my alley, right? Like, I don't mind, I love things like Balcones and Iron Root and, all these the smaller American distilleries doing interesting things. That kind of tends to be in my wheelhouse. And somebody recommended the Corsair Triple Smoke, and it just tasted too much like raw wood to me. A little, I guess you'd say sappy or green, but just something about it really, really didn't agree with me. And I was super excited to get it at the store, right? But that'd probably be my choice.
Yeah, Easy back in the chat is saying that Caskmates Stout makes a very good Irish coffee, which is definitely
yes, it does.
True.
Yes, it does. Every St. Patrick's Day. Well, then again, I've only been drinking whiskey really for one St. Patrick's Day, but it's going to be a tradition now because I woke up.
It's a tradition.
You have to start somewhere.
Somewhere. I woke up last St. Patrick's Day and had 2 Irish coffees, both with increasing amounts of Jameson Caskmates stout, and it set the day off amazingly, primed me, and I don't think I've ever drank that much in a day without feeling nauseated because of the Irish coffees. It was like a miracle elixir prior to drinking.
So we got some submissions in the chat too. The John V saying Compass Box hedonism. I can get that based on price. I feel like it's a little expensive for what it is. I liked it. I thought it was tasty, but for around $100 a bottle,
the Muse is quite a bit better. In my opinion.
Sure,
it's also more expensive, mind you, but
right.
But it's got that high taste.
Sure. I have the taste of whatever the LCBO will sell me.
Hey, by the way, speaking of high taste, it's kind of a contradictory since you have 2 Canadian Mist bottles in your possession.
Although I only paid for one.
You got a bonus Mist.
I think I'm being punished by having more than one.
Yeah, and I'm checking my bag before I leave tonight, Brad.
Good on you. Good on you, Graham.
You can stay here for now. Vito is going to regret his decision.
Yeah.
But that's fine. See you next week in Toronto, buddy.
Oh, God.
There's revenge being plotted.
It has been plotted. It is organized.
Oh, God.
Although the time that revenge was threatened, Vito just basically got a present in the mail.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. You need something to record the actual revenge,
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Yeah. So we're not quite halfway, but in about 13 minutes, I kind of want to close the poll. So since we have a bunch of more people watching than we did when I first mentioned it, go vote for our first piece of merch. Linked in the description. We will excuse you for a couple of minutes as you click it and go vote. We're going to be drawing a name in about 15 minutes for someone to win a free piece of merch.
A free hypothetical T-shirt that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, it doesn't exist
or whatever.
It doesn't physically exist yet, but when we do, because now this will kick us in the butt a little bit to get it done. But when it does get made, you will receive a free merch piece.
We owe you one merch.
So I finished my Flaming Heart.
Yeah, I finished most of the. I poured a little much of the rumble, so I'm going to set that aside.
I'm going to jump into Four Roses single barrel.
Oh, he's going for
sure, yeah, we might as well.
Let me grab the Four Roses.
Got some Four Roses here as well. Mine's a single barrel strength.
Now, I had a recommendation that Four Roses single barrel is good paired with a good milk chocolate.
Oh, I think I have some milk chocolate.
I could see that. Yeah. What recipe is yours that you have over there? Mine is a OBSQ, which is supposed to have a floral essence to the yeast.
No idea.
Mine is Warehouse LE, 50% ABV, but that's about all the information I have on the sample that I have.
Okay. Here's the sample.
Yeah. I want to get a bottle because I really, really, really like the Four Roses. It's a single barrel.
Got barrel number, but not the combo.
There we go.
I have to say, I'm popping my Four Roses cherry tonight.
Oh, it's so good.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's what Valentine's is all about.
I mean, it's what it's all about. If it's a good Valentine's night.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So I was talking about the Glenmorangie event with Dr. Lumsden, making some dirty old man jokes throughout that were pretty hilarious. So he was talking about how the kilt is the traditional Scottish dress, right? So, and generally a gentleman, if he's wearing a kilt, what does he wear underneath it? Well, you might say nothing, but if it was a good night, he's wearing lipstick. Yeah, it's what's cool about Four Roses is all the different recipes they do, right?
Yeah.
They do the different yeast strains, different mash bills, combine them in different ways. So you get all these kind of variations on their bourbon that are really interesting. So mine's labeled as supposed to have a floral essence, which, power of suggestion is always so strong.
Sure.
But I feel like I can absolutely get a floral note on this.
I'm getting a bit of floral note on this one. Sorry, as I talk around my chocolate.
Yeah, but in Canada, we don't get a lot of that information sometimes. Like I know with Booker's, we don't even get like Kathleen's batch or whatever. We just get like a numbered version, which is equivalent to Kathleen's batch, but like you have to go to a website and look it up.
Right.
Say anything on the bottles.
Oh, that's right. I remember you sent me a picture of that. That's right.
Yeah, it's like, Booker's 01E or whatever. It's like, oh, that's Kathleen's batch. It's like, okay, you say so.
That's right.
I feel like I honestly feel like sometimes like that's
where I could probably figure it out if I looked online for like the barrel, numbers and everything. But,
I just have a weird feeling that we're getting like taken for a ride with that stuff.
Mm.
Like Canada's just saying, "Fuck you." Language. Is this a professional family show?
Am I allowed to swear? It's after 10 p.m. This is YouTube after dark.
Exactly. That strength after dark.
Sorry for anyone with any naughty word sensibilities. I apologize.
Robert was asking, what's our favorite Four Roses recipe? I don't know, and I'm super curious about that because I've had different Four Roses, but I've never sat and compared or kind of taken notes, right? So I couldn't pin down. I like this one. I like the OBSQ, but it even gives more information. It's 60% corn, 35% rye, and 5% malted barley. And mine is 9 years, 10 months old. This was a store pick from Oak Liquor Cabinet here, but I think it's quite good. But haven't tried all of them, and certainly haven't tried a selection side by side to be able to narrow down a favorite.
The only single barrel Four Roses that I've had, so.
And I like it.
I mean, it's good.
I think I'll be adding it to my cabinet.
But I have no way to compare.
Yeah.
So I have a quick, because I'm, by the way, 14 episodes in, I'm pretty sure everyone realizes that I am the king of segues.
Self-proclaimed.
Speaking of segues, what's going on, Vito?
So one second. Apparently, the link is not working in the description.
Segue in Vito's mind isn't working.
Technical problems? I don't believe it.
No, it's working. My buddy James Dennis said it wasn't working, but it is working. Buddy, fix your internet. It's that darn Canadian whiskey.
Antagonize the viewers.
Yeah, really.
It's the Canadian internet that's not working well for him. Okay, so there was a question in the chat. Nicholas Burt was asking about the tribe party, and I guess for anyone else watching that's still confused about that, that's for the Whiskey Vault gathering. It's October 12th tentatively right now. Now,
I don't think they've pinned that down exactly yet. That's the rough date.
So here's a bit of thing, because everyone's kind of been, there's been a couple people that have asked, and I've seen a couple of posts and whatnot, and people have asked me like, where are you staying, blah blah blah. So for everyone watching that is going to be or plans on going, my best suggestion would be to go to booking.com, and this is not a paid spot at all.
Totally wish it was.
Because I'm only sponsored by Monkey Shoulder. I want to just get
Oh god, I thought we were done with that.
No, we're never done with that. I'm going out to buy a new bottle tomorrow.
Show for Big Monkey.
It's overpriced here, Vito. It's overpriced.
For big, did you say for big monkey?
The show for Big Monkey.
So go to booking.com, because you can book a hotel room and then cancel. If you book it with the free cancellation, you can cancel at any time, like up until like 72 hours prior to the date of your stay. Go there and book a hotel room if you plan on going down there for the party, and get your hotel room rates in now, because it's the same weekend right now as the Austin, which music festival?
Austin City Limits.
Austin City Limits. So rooms if they're not already sold out, like a lot, are probably gonna be sold out.
Yeah,
that would be my suggestion, is to go and book a hotel with free cancellation, and if the date changes, change it, and if not, you have a room to stay in. So just wanted to kind of let people know, that's what I did. I booked my rooms the day that they announced it, and I just booked the room for 4 just because, and if they change, it changes. If it doesn't, then beautiful, I have a room to stay in. So
right.
Yeah, we stayed in that same hotel last year just to be kind of in the middle of everything. But I think we'll probably opt to like Uber back and forth to the house this time around.
And also because everyone's watching our channel right now, if you guys do come to that event, you'll get a chance to meet the Cast Strength crew in person.
Hey,
because the 3 of us will be there. So
I'll be hiding the whole time.
And Graham, if you want to come too, we'll welcome you with open arms and carry you there.
You'll carry me there. Okay, good. So I don't have to pay for a plane ticket.
Well, I mean, I'll personally carry you one step and dump you into my luggage.
Yeah.
It's only like 35-hour drive.
We all know how small you are, Vito. You're the one that fits in luggage better, I'm sure.
Means I'm gonna have to carry him, right? Yeah.
free plane ticket. You just have to carry Vito in your luggage.
Yeah, that should be a good time. And if we meet people, we'll have to figure out a way to like fake in-person technical difficulties.
I'll just go mute and deaf. Every 2 minutes,
there's going to be another semi-secret tasting before the tribe event.
Okay.
But I'm also not going to say that.
not
Okay,
big.
October, you say, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw and I talked to Eric Wade about this a little bit earlier, but he's coming down to Austin in April and is going to visit some distilleries around here. So that's awesome. You say you're looking for distilleries open on a Sunday. I believe Andalusia is open on Sundays. I'm pretty sure they can't sell bottles or anything, but you can still go to the tasting room, have drinks and
You just
take
can't
a tour,
purchase
etc.
bottles.
Yeah, you can't. There's no bottle sales. So, yeah,
Texas,
yeah.
How dare
crazy,
you?
man. There's some court case. There's a Supreme Court case going on or about to be heard that may affect all that, kind of depending on the outcome and what decisions get made relating to all sorts of shipping beer, wine, liquor between states and stuff like that. So some of those antiquated laws, maybe, hopefully, possibly, could be struck down.
You can't pick up on Sunday as well. You can if you pre-purchase, you can't pick up alcohol.
Right? They just can't. No bottles. Yeah, you can drink at the bar and take a tour or whatever they offer, but no bottle sales.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Gretchen in the chat is mentioning that the place that the last semi-secret tasting was at is closed, but that's okay because I have a fairly solid line on another location that I think people will enjoy if I can make it work.
Party at the holidays.
Yeah, it's at the Gallaudet's house.
Gretchen will love
and their address is.
We threw a party last time you came into town, Brad. that was a good time.
All right. So, does everyone have a?
Yeah. No, that sounds about right. Fine. I won't have it at your house.
That's the pre-party party,
right? Yeah, no.
Before the big party. Yeah.
All right. So I have. Let me just quickly take a tally. So I think, okay, so what time is it right now? It's 11:40. Okay, so right on time. So I'm fairly certain that I have everybody that voted in a big ass spreadsheet. The 58 of you voted, and 58 of you are not all in the live just because of timing and whatnot, which is absolutely fantastic. You'll see this on the replay. So I just took it in random order, and I did the same thing that Roy from Aquavite did. 1 second. And put it in a big spreadsheet. I'm going to draw a number from Siri to determine. And I'm going to share my screen now. 1 second. Let's get the screen shared because this is so professionally done. How do I share my screen on this?
This is an unprecedented level of technical complexity.
Close all your extra tabs there, Vito.
I know. I just did. Because... All right. Screen share. All right. So if everyone can see.
Okay, good. My name's there. Good.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to call this CS giveaway. All right, so let's make sure that everyone can see it on screen. You guys can see it on screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you got.
Yep.
You have 1 all the way to 58. Robert Licorice is lucky number 58, and Christina Zappoli, the
number 1,
the priestess herself, number 1.
Has to be first. Yeah. She just has to be first at everything.
Unbelievable. All right, so I'm gonna ask Siri to pick a number between 1 and.
I thought it would sell in the chat. Zerpoli's number 1. Rigged.
So we're I'm gonna ask Siri for a number between 1 and 58, and that winning number, the person whose name is in that slot, is going to receive. And I'm fairly certain, I didn't check, but the T-shirt one. So we'll be making a cast strength themed T-shirt, and this person will win the first shirt of that we're gonna do and stuff. I spelled Jared's name wrong. He's gonna kill me. also, I do apologize if your name is spelled and if I pronounce it incorrectly. I am all but just all sorts of professional, so bear with me. All right, so 1 to 58. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1. Oh wow, it's not even working. Good for you, Siri. There we go. Now she decides to wake up.
Sure.
Pick a random number between 1 and 58.
It's 12.
Did everyone hear that?
12. Ed.
12. So 12 is Ed O'Meara.
He's not online.
Review himself.
All right, Ed O'Meara.
Big.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He gets the first piece of
Serious hurtful.
yeah, he gets the first piece of merch.
He was in here, but I think he had to take off.
He was editing his video for tomorrow. So congratulations to Ed O'Meara and the Rock Gut Review. Go take a look at their channel. It's a lot of fun. He gets a free T-shirt when we finally make a T-shirt, which should be sometime between now and the end of the year.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's flexible enough. We could probably do that.
I think now turnabout is fair play that Ed has to come up with free T-shirts for the cast strength group.
That's definitely how contests work. Yeah,
Yes.
we have to give free stuff to the people.
I like Mike's suggestion that we have to soak the shirt in bad whiskey before sending it.
I'm pretty sure Brad has enough Canadian mist to do that.
I have a bottle of really bad whiskey that I need to get rid of, actually. That's really convenient.
Awesome.
Just pour like Canadian mist in a Ziploc bag and just seal that up with the shirt. Send it right off.
Sure, yeah.
Add a bit of that Penderin.
Yeah. Scary.
All right, so cool. So that's
Right, he did. Did
he?
I mean, I don't think it was on purpose, but yes, that is a thing that happened.
That's true. Yeah, he knocked over a glass or something, and
Yeah,
Okay.
and it went into like his T-shirt box or whatever. So yeah, it was a whole thing.
cool. So that was kind of fun. Thanks to everyone who voted, and we'll keep everyone notified on our Facebook page. Go and follow us there at the Cast Strength. And for behind the scenes stuff, and when we do the T-shirts, you guys will be notified. And if you guys are interested, we'll make them. So
Yep.
Robert Licorice had to take off. Have a good evening and a safe flight, sir.
absolutely.
I've got one more joke.
We are empty of whiskey here, so we need more whiskey. What do we
Oh,
go?
we need more. Okay, I've got 2 glasses.
Pick one of the.
Sure, yeah.
Which do you want? Flaming Heart or Hedonism?
Flaming Heart.
Flaming Heart.
I'll do Flaming Heart as well then.
Well, I did Flaming Heart already, so now I feel obligated to.
Canadian Mist, Vito.
There you go. You missed your chance. It's Canadian Mist now.
I don't have Canadian Mist, so joke's on you.
Is that good?
Eric Waite issued us a coin challenge.
Oh.
Apparently, we're gonna have to come up with 2 pieces of merch.
All right then.
Well, I really want to do a coin, so we'll work on that as well. But we'll get the T-shirts taken care of first, figure out the logistics and how to be as professional as possible delivering said merch to said people, and then we'll get through that. But he issued us a coin challenge, so I'm just gonna whip out his coin right in his face. Like, there you go, Eric. Challenge. Oh boy,
I haven't actually poured this Flaming Heart in quite a while, so I'm excited. Oh God, that's so good.
Flaming Heart is wonderful.
Nice, yeah.
That combination for me of sherry and like fruit notes with peat smoke is just it does it every time.
Oh my God, that's nice.
Yeah, it is wonderful.
So, like I was saying, I have one more joke that was from Dr. Lumsden, and he was explaining the effects of adding water to whiskey, how it creates a chemical reaction, and how it's slightly exothermic, so it very slightly heats up the whiskey as you add water, and all these things, right? Having a very serious discussion about the various things that might happen when you add water to whiskey.
Sure.
And he said in the Scotch whiskey industry, they call that sort of opening it up and releasing a bouquet of the whiskey as releasing the serpent. So if you add water to whiskey, it releases the serpent. And of course, if you add ice to whiskey, it does the opposite. It kind of closes down all the flavors and mutes things and kind of just brings everything back in. And he said it's almost like a Scotsman going in for a swim in the Scottish Sea, which I wouldn't recommend because it's too cold. It makes the serpent disappear.
Classy.
Yeah.
All right. So if everyone hasn't already, did we talk about this at the beginning of the live that we're doing all like kind of Valentine's Day themed whiskeys? Did we mention that?
At the start, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did we? See how good my memory is?
That's why the chocolate was brought into it as well.
Yes, that is correct. My memory is absolutely atrocious tonight. So
who are you again?
Where am I? Dude, where's my car?
You're the lead singer in a ska band, aren't you?
Well,
Yes.
I was ready to just talk about it, but I don't want to.
Right? That's not good.
Oh my goodness. There's a ska joke that's running right now with the mods. Oh, by the way, shout out to our mods. Gretchen and Jeremy.
Album cover in the works on the internet somewhere.
Ooh, nice.
It's secret for now.
For now.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
So I saw John V was asking what's a good price for Flaming Hearts. I saw one this morning. Notorious for horrendous markups at that store. I think mine I paid $140 for. I want to say something like that. I mean, it's a limited edition Compass box, so it's going to be expensive,
But it is delicious.
Mm.
So what's the chocolate pairing this time, guys?
We
had the fruit and nut, and then we had the milk chocolate with the 4 roses.
I didn't have one for this.
Oh,
we just needed some Flaming Heart.
I think
that's fair.
The caramel and it would be nice.
That would be.
You want to try one?
Sure.
I've got some caramel there. Let's give it a try.
Let's do it.
It sounds like it would be good.
Where'd it go? Oh, I got it. Okay. I got it over here. Nope, wrong one. And I've got chocolate on your floor.
How dare you?
Yeah. Nope.
And we haven't even talked about Brad's new set.
Yes, let's discuss that really quickly. Brad.
You got the barrel behind you and the new chair.
Oh, yes.
and
my new setup at the new house, finally, so I can record videos like I put out this morning with audio out of sync for some reason, even though it's not out of sync on my computer.
It wouldn't be a cat strength video without some sort of technical challenge. So
it's running.
That's true. Yeah, I'll work that. I don't know it's not very out of sync, but it is definitely out of sync. So I don't know what happened.
It was like a split, just barely noticeable out of sync.
It was very weird.
Oh, I love that chocolate Graham.
But other than that, I mean, the setup, is nice. Got the nice barrel from the Crowded Barrel. It's an ex Eleanor barrel. For anybody that follows, Whiskey Vault stuff.
So fancy.
That works well. That chocolate works pretty well.
Now I'm jealous. I don't have any chocolate.
The only chocolate I have is dark caramel and sea salt, but I feel like with the bourbons I've been having, sea salt and caramel wouldn't work very well.
It works okay with this one.
That's the Flaming Heart, correct?
Flaming Heart, yeah.
Yeah.
That is very good.
I feel like with scotches, the sea salt really just brings it all together.
Yeah.
At least for me. Love me some peat and salt.
Yeah, that's actually
All right. What else are we going to talk about?
It's an ex Eleanor barrel. I'm not sure how I got lucky enough to manage to retrieve one, but
because Brad's got that kind of pull.
Guy who knows a guy.
He is the OG demigod on the Whiskey Tribe channel. So
those are the kind of perks you get.
Yeah.
Shipping it to Canada was a pain in the ass, mind you. But,
wow. Doing anything into Canada is a pain in the ass. So
yeah.
No, the set's awesome. I'm very jealous of the barrel. So, as well as the chair and the vault and the hair.
Recording videos a lot easier now, so expect a lot more of those. Hopefully, without audio sync issues.
It's taken me. I've been making the videos for 3 or 4 months now. 3 months.
Yeah.
No, November, December,
something like that. Yeah.
January. Now we're into February, so 3 full months. I'm still having technical issues.
Yeah,
it's totally on brand. So it's
we're loyal to ourselves. So, well, I just got a new phone, so I'm hoping that and a gimbal. So I'm hoping that things. And I'm looking into a new mic so that people can actually hear me finally. But hopefully the presentation and the production goes up, but the technical issues stay so that we don't break from tradition.
Right. Yeah. We'll have to start adding in technical problems.
Yeah, that went too smoothly.
That would actually be hilarious. Post-production issues,
right? Adding like VHS, scan
rolling bars. That'd be amazing. I love the disc plates. I think those came out really cool.
I'm probably gonna get some more and kind of swap them out now and then and do different things. But
I've been thinking about getting some of those
mounted. They're super easy to move around and swap to different ones. So
right, because it's just magnetic, right?
It's a little magnetic square that you stick to the wall that takes like 5 seconds to install, and then you just put the plate on wherever you want. So
that's nice.
Easy.
That's awesome.
So Brad has it, and I don't see it behind him, but the Angel's Envy port. And I've been talking about this a lot lately with you guys because I've been trying to bottle it down, and I'm finally super close to it.
Right.
If I have a rough time tomorrow with the internet technicians that are going to come out and upgrade my internet so that I can do stuff properly on the channel. If that doesn't go smoothly, I'm probably going to end up finishing it tomorrow. But what are your thoughts on it? Like, do you guys like it? What are the people's thoughts? Because when I first had the port finish Angel's Envy, I was super early into my whiskey journey, and I was sort of blown away by it. And then I went out and bought a bottle. I brought a bottle to Brad as well. And as I've been drinking it, I've noticed that I just don't like it quite as much as that first time. And it's gotten progressively less and less enjoyable. And then when it hit about the halfway point, it just went off a cliff for me.
Huh.
Sure.
And now I'm pretty much drinking it just to drink, so it just finishes.
Yeah, it's a bit overrated for me. I like their rye a lot better than I like the bourbon, which is funny. Like I've known some people to really hate the rye too. So I mean, it's just you never know. But I think it's just it's pretty average, and they finished it in a port barrel.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I like it. Okay, I've only had it a few times.
It's totally drinkable. It's not offensive, but right, like there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, yeah, it's by no means offensive. Like it's at worst, it's fine.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
You know what? It didn't oxidize well.
Vito brought it for me. So hey, what? Yeah.
Hey, that was the first time that I met Graham too.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I don't know about you, but I barely remember that day.
That was a bad day. No, it was a great day.
It was a great day.
It was a great day. Somehow I ended up on your lap for a picture.
That happened. We'll find that picture and put it somewhere in the show notes or something. Just because.
So T. Roy Cooks got to head off to bed. So good night, sir. Looking forward to doing a little collaboration with him. That should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, actually, y'all know my friend Jared here. He really disliked the Angels Envy Rye. Like he gave me his bottle of it. That's 1/16 empty right now. Like it's basically brand new, right? I'm like, man, I'll take that all day long. Sure, if you hate it, I'll take it off your hands.
It's a rye. I'm not a rye fan.
Yeah, there is that.
Oh, you're not generally a rye fan?
No. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those I have to be in the mood for.
Yeah, same. I don't generally go for rye. There's a couple that have been good. Like I like the 40 cast strength quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that.
Yeah. Quite the right way.
I feel like I had a rye recently that I really enjoyed. Or was it a high rye? I don't remember. Okay, so how many whiskeys do you guys have left to go through?
I've only got one other. It's a non-whiskey as well, but
we've got 3 here.
You have 3 more. 3 more? Holy smoke!
They're handy. Well, we don't have to drink them.
There's 2 chocolate pairings, and then the hedonism.
So what I kind of want to propose to you guys is we pour the last one that we're gonna drink for the night. All right, and we do a shag, marry, kill of the ones that we've poured individually tonight. So Josh's, however many you've drank, mine. I'll let you guys know what I've drank, and just as a reminder, and then you guys will just shag, marry, kill from that way.
I was I'm at 3 at the moment. I'm happy to pour something else as well, though.
Well, you're gonna pour the not whiskey one, right?
Yeah. So I had the Rumble at first, and then I have sitting on the table here is Iron Root Republic Starka.
Yeah, I really want to try that.
Yeah,
that sounds interesting.
It's kind of a cool love story to it as well. So
yeah.
All right, so let's finish off what we're drinking, and then we'll go through that. I want to answer Donald Rance's question.
Sure.
Is there a distillery that you guys consistently love their product? And I think I can probably speak for Brad. I think I can speak for all of us. Bruichladdich.
Yeah.
Bruichladdich great.
Yeah.
Yep.
For me, Bruichladdich I've yet to have something that, and distillery, not blender, not anything like that. Distillery. Bruichladdich for me always knocks it out of the park.
For sure.
Yeah,
I would put Ardbeg up there for me too. I don't know, like they fight, but yeah, it's.
Is the question? Is there one that we all 3 agree on that we like? Across the 3 of us?
No, but I just decided to speak for the 3 of us. So
I think, but that's
it probably comes pretty close.
Yeah, that's a more interesting question because like I could say, oh, I Balcones or whatever, like
Sure.
of course. Keith, that's an excellent point. Glengoyne.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I have not had a Glengoyne that I dislike at all.
Okay, so this is the next pairing that Brad and I are doing here.
Aaron. Oh, where's Adam?
Aaron the Sauterne.
Adam's been scarce recently.
I know he got a job.
Right.
Yeah.
He's an adult now.
Now, finally, he's become an adult.
Yeah. So this pairing is I studied last night ahead of time.
Oh, studied.
I studied last night, and this was my favorite pairing of the bunch of them. The Aaron with a dark sea salt chocolate.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
It was so good.
I'm pretty jealous of my friend Dan Dewberry that's in the chat right now, saying he's having some Ben Rennis 1990 Signatory bottling.
Ooh,
that sounds fantastic.
Fancy.
So I just want to also, because Sniper Max said that he's got a Glengoyne cast strength, and because Glengoyne was brought up, so next week is my birthday.
Oh,
and
there you go.
And I'm having a couple of people over next week, just as like a small little get together, and it's gonna be, if everyone brings what they've just received, it's gonna be a Glengoyne fest.
Excellent.
Someone got a Glengoyne 12, a cast strength. Someone else got, I believe, a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I got a 21.
Oh,
and Brad
some 25,
and Brad's got a 25. So we're gonna it's gonna be a Glengoyne party.
Perfect.
That sounds phenomenal. I haven't had the 25, but the 21 is ridiculously good.
Yeah, I saved up for the 21. I was like, I need to have it. I've been eyeing it for months, ever since I had it at your place last year.
Yeah.
And, Roy from Aquavite's constant praise of it is like, okay, I just need to just buckle down and get it. So
yeah. I still have that same bottle, maybe like a third of it, because I just kind of a special occasion thing, right?
Oh my God, John V, it's Glengoyne to be nuts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well done.
Oh my God, John, I hate you just a little bit.
Just noticed Matt Zetrick. I assume it's Matt anyway. Under Whiskey Crusaders, we actually mentioned their channel earlier. They just put out their first video, but I'll mention it again. Go check it out. It's Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace review. Just started a channel. There's some friends of mine from up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so go check out Whiskey Crusaders.
James Dennis, damn it, I have no Glengoyne.
You need to get you some Glengoyne, man.
James, I'm gonna see you next week, so don't worry.
There you go. You'll have plenty.
Yeah. Bring something else to share.
Glengoyne or Glendronach?
Well, Glengoyne.
Glengoyne for me. Yeah.
Although, okay, so my only experience with Glendronach is the 12, and I was somewhat disappointed with it.
Yeah, I can see that. I think the 15 and the 18. I haven't gotten older than the 18 than of the ones I've tried, but those I feel like are better than the 12 for sure.
Yeah, that's my own experience. So I guess like, because I've had quite a number of Glengoynes now, so I feel like I need to at least try a couple. Actually, no, I had the Parliament once.
Which is the 20 something.
It might be a 21.
Yeah.
But I honestly can say that I don't remember exactly what I was tasting at the time.
Yeah.
So, hey, if anyone wants to send some Glendronach samples out to us to review, we'll
all for it, man. Yeah, we'll do it.
But, yeah, for me, if I were to just take the 12s, the Glengoyne 12 and the Glendronach 12, Glengoyne 12 every day.
I saw Mark is asking if they have Glengoyne at Total Wine in Texas. I have definitely seen it there. I've seen the cask strength, the 10, the 12, the 15, the 18. I haven't seen the 21 in Total Wine. Surely they probably have it at some stores or something. It's a little harder to come by. I have seen it at the odd mom and pop liquor store though. So it's definitely available and out there, just a little harder to find. If you can't find the 21, the 18 gets kind of close, I think, but I mean the 21 really is kind of the turning point where it gets pretty magical, I think.
Yeah.
Brown bag at Timmy's and Maple. No name good. Brown bag at Keith Colbert. Brown bag at a Timmy's and Maple. No name Glendronach 18. Which Timmy's and Maple? The one at Major Mac and Jane?
Ooh.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Meetup going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but
It sounds really interesting, whatever it means.
sure. He says sure.
Whatever you say, man.
Yep.
Awesome. All right. All right. So okay. So Shag, Marry, Kill. Let's do it. So I'm gonna. So Josh, what was your 3?
I have Balcones Rumble.
Yep.
The Four Roses Single Barrel Strength.
Yep.
And the current Flaming Heart.
The 2018, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Shag, Marry, Kill out of those 3.
I'm gonna have to go with Shag the Flaming Heart because I mean it's not something I can re-up that easily.
Height.
Oh, bless you, sir. It's pretty unavailable, right? It's only available. It's kind of a one night stand deal.
Yeah.
I'd have to marry the Rumble just because Balcones, even though it's not a whiskey. And then I guess that leaves the Four Roses to kill. It's not, I really like it. There's nothing wrong with it, but of the 3 of them, that would be my least favorite, right? So
Fair enough.
Eric Waite said Shag the Flaming Heart. That's my name.
Oh, that's a good one. Well done, Eric. Cool. Yeah. That's a great porn name and title for a porn.
Yeah, it's less of a name and more of a feature film title. Yeah.
Shag the Flaming Heart.
Sure.
Interesting.
Very ginger centric.
That's right. That's one of those jokes that got better over the seconds that I thought about it. You know?
Yeah. It takes processing time.
Yeah.
All right, Graham and Brad, you guys can do this separately, and they just muted because Brad's having a sneezing fit.
Yeah,
I'm dying for some reason.
Did you guys have chili chocolate at all?
No, we didn't. They didn't bring it.
Jesus Christ, Eric! Eric's on a roll. Shagalicious. Oh my goodness.
Well, we had Aaron.
I think Eric Waite's gotten too deep into his Isla month. He's he's so loosey goosey right now.
He has been doing the Isla month. That's right.
He has. So if you guys haven't checked his stuff out, Eric Waite's whiskey channel, he's currently dedicating an entire month to Isla. And he did Ardbeg last week. He's doing Lagavulin this week. I think he's doing themed weeks. So
yeah, I've seen a few Ardbegs. I think yeah. So
he just said that he's been drinking Lefroy 10.
Cask strength. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, Lefroy! I can't wait to try the 10 cask strength.
Mm.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited.
It is damn good.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys, Brad and Graham, you don't have to do the same 3.
No.
But I will say, Brad, pick 3 that you've had.
So we had Glenfiddich, Aaron, Four Roses, Flaming Heart, and what was the other one?
I think that's it, isn't it?
I think that's all you.
I think it's just the 4. I think yeah,
just the 4.
Okay. We haven't done the hedonism yet.
All right. So, you guys didn't do the hedonism. Okay.
No.
So I'm gonna pick for Graham.
Yeah.
Shag, marry, kill. You know how this works.
Kill Glenfiddich because
No, hold on. I'm gonna
pick 3.
Oh.
I'm gonna give you 3 out of the 4.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right. So for you, I'm gonna give the Flaming Heart, the Aaron, and the Glenfiddich.
Glenfiddich is kill.
Okay.
For
any particular reason?
Sorry?
For any particular reason, or
it's just basic.
Okay.
Yeah. It just doesn't hold a candle to the other 2.
No problem.
The Aaron Mary, that's one that I'd like to carry on a relationship with for a long time, I think. So leaving the compass box as the shag.
Everyone, very good.
Perfect.
And Brad, I'm going to give you the Aaron, the 4 Roses, and the Flaming Heart.
All right. So kill the 4 Roses, I guess. Shag the Aaron and marry the Flaming Heart because it's just something I could just constantly explore and find new things about every time I try it. So.
All right. And I'll let you guys know what I had. So I also just before we went live, I was drinking some Redbreast 12 Cast Strength. So I guess I'll let you guys include that. So the Redbreast 12 Cast Strength, the Compass Box Flaming Heart 2018, 2018, 4 Roses Single Barrel, the Angel's Envy Port, and I just poured because I wanted to sneak it in, some Eleanor 1860.
Ooh. So we're supposed to choose 3 for you?
Yeah, choose 3 for me to decide which one I would shag, which one I'd marry, and
the Eleanor, the Redbreast, and Flaming Heart. Since we all did Flaming Heart.
Yeah, that's Flaming Heart. Let me take a sip of the Eleanor.
It's a bit incestuous with the Eleanor, isn't it?
Whatever. No judgments here, man.
No.
Well, here's the thing. I included the Eleanor because it's a love story.
Well, yes. You're right.
Right. And also, it's the whiskey and the story that brought us all together.
Yep.
That is true.
It is.
This is true.
Jeez, you're getting modeling here.
So I would shag the Redbreast 12 Cast Strength for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
sure.
I would kill the Flaming Heart.
Oh,
I know, painful.
What?
And I would marry the Eleanor. And here's why. Here's why. Because if I decide to settle down, it's got to be with something that will go the distance, like is all in. So that will give me, even though Eleanor 1860 was like a single cask, in theory this should work, as this will last me a lifetime of marriage.
No.
You're gonna finish that before the end.
Yeah, really.
Hypothetical
here talking about marriage, but whatever.
I'm marrying the Eleanor, so it's gonna last me as long as the marriage lasts, and it should last me forever. So
yeah,
sure.
Vito's the sentimental type.
I am the sentiment. I'm a softie.
He's a romantic.
It's a Valentine's episode, so fair enough.
Yeah.
Also, the only one with a female name, so I married a female.
Eric Waite thinks drinking Eleanor is like sending your sister a Valentine's Day card and champagne.
No judgment. No judgment.
Yikes.
I don't know. There's a little bit of judgment. I would.
Just a little bit of judgment.
That feels pretty judgy. Yeah. Yeah.
To answer Dave McEnroy's question, do you have the new bottlings? No, because I live in Toronto, remember, and to get any liquor into Ontario, you have to spend at least 48 hours in the States to bring back one bottle of whiskey.
Tell us how that went for you the first time, Vito.
Yeah. That was actually the Angel's Envy. And yeah. So I went over the border, bought 2 bottles of Angel's Envy, one for myself, the Angel's Envy port, one from me, and one to gift Brad because I was were in communication. We were gonna meet up. So I was like, I'm gonna bring Brad something from the States that he probably can't get in Canada.
You smuggled that one in your prison pocket, right?
I did. So I bought 2 bottles and I got to the border and they're like, do you have anything to declare? And I was over there for less than a day. I went over with my brother and my father. We had for breakfast, had lunch, went to a liquor store, crossed back over. And I said, no, we just went over for a bite to eat. I wanted to show my father, my brother, this restaurant in Buffalo. And we kind of just took a drive up the lake, and then now we're going back home. Like, okay, just pull over there, and we're just gonna check the car.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness! So long story short, the guy he found the customs officer found 2 bottles, and he's like, go pay the duties and get out of here. So essentially, if you have to pay. If you're there for less than 48 hours, or if you bring back more than 1 bottle, you have to pay at minimum double the value of the bottle's worth.
That's insanity.
So if a bottle is $100, you gotta spend another $100 to get it back over the border. And this is for spirits, so anything over 40%, that pretty much applies to in Ontario. Which is absolutely insane when you think about it. Hey, Super Social Club Jeremy, what's going on, brother?
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing. That's another channel to check out, guys. He's doing a lot of cool stuff over there.
Been killing it, actually.
He just passed 5,000 subs, and he started after us. So he's on a different level of professionalism. I think
that Johnny Walker video.
Know what they're doing? Is that what you're saying, Vito?
So the liquor laws in Ontario are absolutely horrid.
Yeah.
So I don't have any of the new Eleanor bottles. This bottle's actually Brad's that he left in Toronto because.
How dare you drink from that?
So I don't have any new bottles. I want them. I have a bottle myself down in Austin still of the 1856, which was my favorite one.
And you're gonna
yeah. Although the stuff, as it's been sitting here a little longer, and especially the one they did in the wine barrel, oh man,
yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah, I hear good things about that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it real good on the Brad scale?
Oh yeah, there's the Brad scale now.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to add that.
That's 1 level so far because there's been 1 video. Find out what the other levels are as I make them up.
So here's something. So for everyone that watches our well, at least my review videos and now Brad's 1 review video.
I feel attacked by that statement somehow.
Yeah,
that was literally today.
I feel attacked. So if you guys are confused by the scale that I use, and check our YouTube description because I laid out my scale and like how it works. And Brad, when he figures out his, will add his, and then Josh, whenever he decides to stop doing like high production stuff. And
High production. I'm
Wow.
clearly the documentarian of the group.
Stuff that actually gets people to watch. Like,
are you discounting my stuff?
never.
Of course not.
So yeah, go check out the page description on YouTube. Mine's up already. When Brad finalizes his rating system, it'll be on there as well. And like this, you guys won't be so confused as to what's level 2 mean, what's level 5, what's real good mean, and so on. So
like Mark's suggestion there, real good, real good, real
good. Yeah.
I think you have to have a not good in there as well.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a not good.
Maybe like not great.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry,
something.
no, sorry, it's not great.
Sorry, not great. Yeah.
Sorry.
Would you say you could call it missed good?
Yeah.
But might as well be missed.
I gotta say, one of us got a shout out from Rat.
Yeah.
You want to be talking about who's bringing in the views and stuff.
Really quickly, because king of segues.
On that note,
I wanna ask, because we have near 40 people watching, and a lot of these people have been watching since episode 1, and thank you so much.
Yes.
So you have no idea how much we appreciate it. We had zero hopes for this.
What are you talking about, Vito?
If you got on earlier in the evening, you'd have more views, you know.
So, you guys,
logic, sir.
I think it's the leaning into the mistakes that really makes the difference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys enjoy the Hangout video better, where it's bouncing between video feeds, or do you guys prefer the 3-way image? Because so we've run into complications with the 3-way video, and I know that it's nice to see all 3 of us at once. If you guys like the Hangout better, we'll do more of the Hangout style. It'll probably run a bit smoother, but if you guys do enjoy the 3,
Gretchen likes 3 ways.
Wow, I just learned something about my wife.
We'll keep on trying to make it work, but
inevitably it's just more technically complicated.
Yeah, we'll figure out if you guys like it better, but if you guys do enjoy the Hangout style better, then we can just
whatever is glitchy.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
fair.
Yeah.
Now the glitchy thing is one of those things where it's like, I feel like if we actually put in the time and the resources, we can figure it out.
Oh yeah, it can be worked out.
Yeah.
I mean, a big part of it is that we're in 2 different countries and 3 different cities, and like it'd be, if we were all able to like sit in the same room together, it wouldn't be a big deal, obviously. But having everybody in different locations makes it logistically kind of tough.
I will say though, if all 3 of us lived in the same city, we would not stop drinking.
Yeah, that may be true.
I would 100% be over it. I would never be home. I'd work and go to one of your houses, or vice versa.
Fair.
So we're getting, some feedback, kind of a little all over the place. Some people like the split screen. Some people, I'm not going to say 3-way.
You're going to say 3-way.
Some people like the split screen. Some people like the bouncing around, the Hangout.
Need to immigrate. I'm sorry, John. No. There's
the Americans are outnumbered.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, we're not moving to Trump land. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, but I do have Wizard Academy near me, so
that is a selling point. Yeah. Also, all the Texas distilleries,
and we have Balcones and Iron Root, Andalusia, and Garrison Brothers, and Treaty Oak, and all the places.
I'll have a very awkward conversation with my wife about moving again, even though we're still unpacking.
Hey, babe.
By the way, I mean, she's American. It would be easy to get there. I mean, we could do the paperwork.
So we were talking last night.
People on the internet have really convinced me that I need to move to Texas.
Yeah.
Just blame it on me, Brad. April just knows that everything's my fault already. So,
I mean, it's true more often than it's not. I mean, you know.
I guarantee that throughout the week, Brad just blames something on me just randomly, even though I had no association.
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, no. April likes burritos. Yeah. I hear she was on a burrito quest
from Texas. So like
I don't think it's going to be
it would be a
to get her down.
It would be a difficult sell because we're literally still unpacking. But other than that, I mean, you know, it's not out of the question exactly.
So I just wanted to say, in the spirit of the Valentine's Day thing, not only is tomorrow Valentine's Day, but next week is our wedding anniversary.
Oh, snap!
Yeah,
nice.
So Gretchen has gotten me a very cool gift, which she can basically never keep to herself. She's incapable.
Less than a day.
That sounds about right.
Tell you.
She was asking you about it, right, Brad? Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the last time that Patrick Cohn was in town, he brought this sample bottle of I think it's Glendola is how you pronounce it. Glendola Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
13-year-old that was matured in Japanese Mizunara oak, and I thought it was absolutely incredible. And as we were trying it, Patrick said, "Yeah, you're just not going to be able to get this." Well, they found a website. They were able to order it, so I have that on the way.
Whoa!
As a anniversary gift. So, thank you. Very exciting.
Yeah, I managed to find a place that ships to Texas still after all the chaos from.
Can always ship to Ottawa, you know.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, yes. Let's. Yeah. You definitely can't do that.
That's definitely not okay.
But you have my address.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. No, I thought it was an incredibly unique whiskey. I mean, that's actually the first one I've ever had that's matured in the Mizunara oak. So I've never tried it before. I've seen a few in the stores, like there's a Kaio Japanese whiskey and a few other ones, but I've never had one before that night, and I was really, really impressed by it. It was super different.
Whoa.
Is that Lafroig?
Yep,
it is.
Lafroig cask strength
quarter cask.
To go quarter cask. Sorry,
I swear to God,
cacao.
If it was the cask strength version, and I just saw Brad a week and a half ago, and he didn't. Oh, I would have been very cross.
I would never do that to you.
So I just took a quick poll, and we're running a little bit late, so we'll just keep on going, and you know, we'll just keep on going. Fuck it. It'll be a long one.
Yeah.
So I just took a poll for the Hangouts versus the three-way, and that's what we're calling it from now on.
Or a three-way hangout.
Three-way hangout. It's tied at 8 apiece.
Wow.
Damn it, internet!
Well,
you can't even.
You know what we'll do? I'm legitimately not keeping track. If you guys want to vote, I'm gonna put up a poll on our Facebook page. Do you guys want the Skype three-way call, or do you guys want the hangout? And we'll just do it like that. And then we'll relay. We'll do whatever is the majority in 2 weeks at the next live stream. Done.
Works.
I just like to hang out in the three-way. You know what I'm saying?
It can be
giggity goo giggity.
So you poured one more, you said?
Yeah, we poured some Lafroig quarter cask to go.
Okay.
It's 90% cacao.
90% cacao.
Ooh. I love those like just barely any sugar chocolates. I love that.
I don't like this chocolate, but my God, does it work with Lafroig?
Oh,
cask?
that does.
Isn't that good?
It's like super like rich leathery stuff now.
There's so many innuendos in the chat. It's amazing. I love it.
That's great. That's great. So okay, I guess the only other thing I have in front of me is the Iron Root Republic Starka.
Nice.
Which
Super interesting.
For anybody that didn't see I think it must have been part 2 when we were doing the tasting in their conference room. They were going to make a gin, so they made a neutral grain spirit kind of thing to make a gin, and they decided they were going to wait to infuse all the botanicals into the gin until after barrel aging it, just to see how that turned out. I think Robert referred to it as we were going to wait for the ginification until after it's been barrel aged.
I remember that.
Yep. So it was sitting in a barrel for a while, and then this store that they work with, they send special things to now and again up in the Dallas area, called them asking about had they ever heard of a spirit called Starka, which is a Polish spirit, and the story goes that they make a spirit, kind of a homemade moonshine, when a child is born in Poland, put it in a barrel and bury the barrel underground. And then when that child grows up and gets married, they dig up the barrel, and that's what they serve at the wedding. So he said, well, I don't have Starka per se, but I do have this barrel aged kind of neutral spirit that we were going to make into a gin, but we'll just not add the botanicals to it. And so they've done a few different versions of it. This one happens to be aged in their ex-bourbon barrels, but they've done ones, I think, in ex-rumble barrels and something else. But they've done a few different releases of it. And it's just really, really interesting stuff. It was intended to be a gin and ended up as something else. So...
yeah, it sounds super interesting, but I haven't had the chance to try it yet.
Yeah, it's not one. I haven't ever seen it in the store or anything. I think it's a distillery only thing. So,
God, that's nice with that chocolate.
I think this was also probably Gretchen's favorite while we were up there.
If I'm not mistaken, I remember her saying that it was one that she enjoyed the most.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
And it was her and the description that really got me interested in trying it.
Oh God, that's super interesting. And I mean, like, anybody that's into whiskey would immediately be interested in this. I think, you can detect it's not quite a whiskey, but it has a lot of the same kind of things going on. So
it's a whiskey gin.
Right.
This 90% cacao is like pulling all of the sweetness out of the quarter cask.
Yeah.
And it's almost like brown sugary to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
It is so nice.
It's amazing. It's amazing what it does.
Yeah, that is weird and awesome. I am a fan.
I want to try this with some Ardbeg next time.
Yeah, for sure.
That'll be tomorrow.
I mean, how much snow did you guys get? Because my cousin, I showed Brad the message that my cousin sent. My cousin lives in Ottawa, maybe like 20 minutes away from Brad, 10 minutes from Graham, I think.
Yeah, about that.
And he texted me this morning. He goes on, because he walks to work. He's like, some guy just blew past me on skis.
Yep. Yeah. Close to 40, about 40 centimeters.
Yeah, so like, so 15, 16 inches?
16 inches or so, yeah.
Something like that.
I had drifts up to my waist. I had to shovel this morning.
Yeah, it was crazy this morning.
I wonder if I could show everybody what I'm looking at right now. Oh, of course she goes away.
Oh, Ella, come back.
Ella.
How dare you point a camera at me? I'm out of here.
I love your dogs, Josh.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, there she goes. Yeah. I should send you a photo. I've got a Samoyed who just, the worse the weather it is outside, the more she wants to stay there.
Oh, really? It
Yep.
just buries down in a snowbank. And
Oh yeah, yeah. I had to call him in this afternoon before he got frozen to the ground.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
It was just nuts.
Ella will she'll go outside in the middle of the summer when it's hot as can be. And of course, we've actually been accused, like yelled at by people saying, "How dare you have a husky in this heat?"
Yeah.
Which is not a very well informed thing or a polite thing.
Not at all.
Right now.
It's she's well taken care of and well loved, but
That
she
insulates from the heat.
What's that?
That thick coat insulates from the heat.
Exactly right. So she will actually go outside when it's hot as can be, lay on the concrete on our patio,
Oh, jeez.
and refuse to come inside.
Yeah.
Right? She loves it, right?
Yeah.
So the people that are the most vocal about stuff like that are the most ignorant usually.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Quite often,
They just make assumptions, and it just as my godfather said, is like when you make assumptions, you make an ass out of you and me. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's a great place to leave this episode.
Yeah.
Sure.
There you go,
guys.
Don't assume, because you don't want to be an ass.
Yep.
So thank you everybody for joining us on this Valentine's Day special. A little bit of an extra long episode, and thank you to Graham for joining us.
Thanks for having me, amateur, with you professionals.
He brought whiskey and chocolate to my house. It's great. Come anytime you want.
Yeah, you gotta visit more often, Vito.
I'm gonna be in Ottawa next month at some point, and the month after that.
Okay, good.
And I think the month after that. But
Okay.
I'll let you know when we're there, and we'll get together.
We need to have an event at my house,
Yes,
so I don't have to travel.
Sure. Yeah.
that's fine by me. Okay, so thank you to everybody, and we'll see you guys soon. Find us on Twitter and Facebook, both at The Cast Strength, because Cast Strength was taken, so we are The Cast Strength, the one and only. And yeah, we still haven't found or decided upon a closing toast, but
Well, I mean, mine is just don't eat hamsters, right?
Don't eat hamsters.
That has to be the thing.
hamsters is a thing.
I think given the technical difficulties, don't fuck it up is a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
When I refereed roller derby, that was our heading into the game.
I like it.
All right, so
Don't fuck it up.
Slancha guys, don't fuck it up.
Fuck it up.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Ciao, guys.